YNW Melly's mom, Jamie, went live on Instagram a while ago. And she started to talk to her viewers in the comments and let her tell it Melly will be home soon because day by day the evidence is starting to get thinner and thinner. Y'all check this.
There is no new evidence. There is no new nothing. Actually, there's less. You guys, what you're seeing that's being released is all coming from circumstantial stuff that has to do with the civil lawsuit, not his criminal case. Drew Finling is handling the criminal case. Melly's coming home. Okay? Okay. In a civil case, you could pretty much say and do whatever you want. Like, you could sue someone because they told you the sky was blue and you believe that it's green. And now they have caused you emotional distress. And guess what? You can go sue them for it. So, I don't care. All that stuff that y'all are seeing is all being, like, released on behalf, like, of the civil suit. None of this shit is going to be used in the criminal case. None of it. But I'm sure it's entertaining for a lot of people. I just don't entertain it, honestly. I have a real life. So, once again, whatever you see in the first trial, which wasn't much, it's the same thing they're using for the second trial. Oh, except for they are going to try to use some lyrics. So that's the only thing.
Man, this lady is crazy. She delusional. And part of me want to give her a little grace sometimes because she a parent in all of this. And I know she love her child just as much as anyone else love their child that's in this situation. But what make me shake my head at Jamie is the ignorance. Because, lady, your ass be acting like a suspect. If you listen to everything that she said in this live, you could tell she media trained. It's the stuff that she's saying, if you listen closely, ain't really her own thoughts. These are words said to her that she repeating verbatim. And this is what the attorney had told her to say. That's just my opinion. That's just me. And if your son is so innocent, why won't you just flat out say it in the live? Like, literally, why we never hear her say flat out that Melly is innocent and her son didn't murder Sack?
So no new evidence, no new nothing has been discovered. All these witnesses and testimonies and videos that you guys are seeing on the internet, none of that shit has to do with the criminal case. None of that is coming in. That's called hearsay. There is rules of law when it comes to criminal court. And civil court, they're pretty as it's anything goes. You can say whatever and whatever you want. That Phillips guy, that's what he's doing.
She's so slow, I don't think she realized that every time she started bragging how nothing in the civil case can be used in the criminal case, that tells you all you need to know. That shows how much love you really got for the families involved. That put a lot of stuff into factor when you go to speaking like that, when you go to bragging, like talking in that tone. I don't care what nobody think. If you go and read the depositions in this civil case, these people hiding something, man. They hiding something. That's why they all using their Fifth Amendment right, and every answer in the deposition, all you hear is assert, assert, assert. That's all you hear. Like, I read some of this stuff last night. I stayed up to like 4 this morning just reading deposition. Track deposition, I read Trayvon's and I read Melly's mom. They ain't saying nothing, but they got a lot in and Fredo. But one thing they all got in common, though, they all got the same attorney and they all sticking to the same script.
Now, do I feel like it's a tactic to taint the jury by releasing all of this stuff because the jury's going to go in and they're not going to see these videos and not hear from these alleged witnesses? Yeah, it's definitely a tactic. Things is always bigger than what you see on the surface. It's just, it's always chess, never checkers.
If you stayed this far, that means I'm saying something that makes sense. I'm saying something you like. I'm saying something that got your attention. So if you stayed and you listening, hit the like button. I'll get back to you. If Melly is innocent, it wouldn't matter to me Who tanked the jury? I'm just being real. Man, if that's the case, what about the false story that was lingering on Reddit about a drug deal gone bad once people started saying that Melly did this? I was about to do a full video on a situation, and one of my subscribers hit me up on my personal Instagram and encouraged me not to do it because this might have came from some of Melly people at the time, and that's who might have put this story out and started spinning this narrative on Reddit. And if you remember, Melly's defense attorney brought up a dude during the trial named Gino. Take what you want to take with that. I'm staying away from it. I'm staying away from that out of the respect of the family because again, I ain't never heard that story come out of no family member mouth. That to me was just all speculation on Reddit. But it's like you calling the kettle black. You just sound crazy. I ain't gonna lie. Juvi's father responded to the video. Y'all listen to what he had to say.
This chick just be talking, man. She saying Melly coming home like it's a guaranteed victory. If that's the case, why even have a trial? If Melly's coming home, why are we going to trial, Jamie? You so fucking slow, man. But this is how disrespectful she is, man. She has no sympathy or empathy for the family of the victims. She say Juvie was like a son to her, but not one time in this live would you hear her say Melly is innocent. Why in the civil case that you're speaking on and you could do whatever, why won't you answer any questions from John Phillips? Why you pled the fifth on 95% of every question asked of you? They even ask you who owns YNW. I plead the fifth. Did Jamel Demons kill Juvie? I plead the fifth. Did Jamel Demons kill Sack Chaser? I plead the fifth. But you can say and do whatever you want in a civil case. Melly's coming home. Melly's coming home.
I don't know, man. It's starting to, like, every time she talk, it just be funny to me. Like, I can't even get mad at her because, like I said, again, I feel like some of this stuff, if it wasn't so distasteful, the way that she going about it, just, and it's obvious that y'all hiding some, then I could understand, you know, her just being a mom and praying and hoping that her son come home despite the situation. Even though that's fucked up to say, but this is just a mom being a mom. You gonna love your child regardless. I just said in my video the other day, you know, don't uphold your kids when they right, but that don't mean you don't still love them. So I know this is just her being a parent to a certain degree. When you start just running with these lies, it just starts seeming distasteful as hell, man, when you just seem like you bragging on the fact that the stuff that was used in the silver case, which if you ask me is accurate evidence to just nail your son to the cross. You sit up here and you act like that stuff just, it don't count for nothing, and you happy that it don't count for nothing. And you want people to just strictly focus on what's being said in the criminal case. When it's like, man, no. I say that, and that's what be having me messed up with content creators, because I can't just not involve my feelings into these situations when it comes to some of these topics and how I cover them, and just act like the family ain't hurt behind this shit. If you stay to the end, hit the video up here at the top. In this video, I talk about how when Track gave the phone to the investigator, that was basically all the proof you need. Like, everything in that phone ties Melly to the murder. Y'all check that video out. It's T-RaeTv. I appreciate all the love and support I've been getting on the channel. Y'all help me get to 1,000 subscribers, man. I'm about, what, I say like 60 something away from 1,000. I appreciate all the love I've been getting. I appreciate all the likes, subscribe, the comment, the good and the negative. It is what it is. Y'all keep on doing what y'all doing down there. Let me know if I'm tripping or not, man. Am I tripping when I do these videos? Because I really just feel like these people hiding something. I feel like Melly's mom was part of the cover-up. That's how I feel. I'm not going to just, you know, just say that this man did nothing. He just looked like he was a suspect. That's just my opinion. But I'm interested to see how this is going to turn out when he go to trial, especially with the mom thinking that is no more evidence that can be used in the trial. There's no new witnesses that can be used in the trial. Yeah, keep on thinking that. But y'all be easy, man. Y'all stay blessed. Y'all have a good day. It's T-RaeTv. I'm out.